An entrepreneur, by definition, is someone who sets up a business, taking on financial risk in the hope of profit or social impact. At Newcastle University, in addition to providing tailored support for students and graduates that want to start up a business or social venture, we step back from the business aspects of entrepreneurship and consider that although fewer people will start a business, everyone displays the characteristics and the ways of seeing and doing things that an entrepreneur does. Let's hear from our enterprising guests what they think makes an entrepreneur.
I think the number one thing that separates an entrepreneur from a normal person is that entrepreneurs do.
I think entrepreneurship is a really awkward term because it's complicated and it's long. Why not just talk about starting a venture? But being entrepreneurial has some element of innovation for me to that. So doing something new and making it happen with others.
A successful entrepreneur is somebody who is motivated, is passionate and really believes in what they do.
Really anybody who has an idea and takes a risk and has the guts to actually get up and do something.
I think entrepreneurs are brilliant at actually looking at kind of things that we would consider to be problems or challenges, but actually seeing them as opportunities.
To me, entrepreneurship means freedom.
Someone who creates a disruption in the marketplace rather than somebody who simply starts a business.
For me, I'm going to think about people that I know in my locale. They basically started off on a market stall or even a business in their bedroom. And for me, who is a successful entrepreneur is about the quality of the person, their character, their drive, and actually the fact that they don't think the same as the rest of us.
So it's about having the right attitude, being able to form relationships, being creative and actually grasping opportunities.
Wanting to do things better. So either doing it better in ways of technology, but sometimes better with a social impact as well, making things better, making people's lives better.
So the things I think you need to be an entrepreneur are probably self-motivation. You've got to be able to get out of bed and just get to work without the incentive of a paycheck or a boss. And you've got to be confident. You really do need to stick to your guns. If you've got that winning idea, be confident that it is a winning idea and just give it your all and drive it forward.
To be an entrepreneur, I think the main thing that you need to have is a good work ethic. You've got to work really hard on this. I also think you really need to believe in what you're doing. And then once you've spotted a niche in the market, then yes, just enter that niche and develop your business idea there.
I know there's so much talk about entrepreneurship, innovation and all that, but I think it's just doing something different.
I think you need to be brave is the first answer, not so much in electrokinetic terms, but when I bought my business in Massachusetts, I sunk my whole life savings into it with no real guarantee of success.
Successful entrepreneurs are kind of willing to put themselves out there, whether it's through their ideas, through projects or businesses, but that kind of willingness to not only create something but actually to actually get it out there and kind of take that kind of leap of faith that people may judge it, people may kind of criticise or things like that, but they're actually still willing to actually give it a go.
There's a reason why Google has a 50% failure rate in its new products. It's because their motto is fail fast and iterate. So it's not about failing, it's about reworking the idea so that it meets the needs of the client.
Someone who tries new things and learns from their mistakes and then tries something else again.
There are lots of things that you could do, and you are the kind of person who chooses something that's really new as opposed to something that's tried and tested.
What are not entrepreneurial characteristics? Someone who just goes in, does it as he's told, as she's told, without looking at the opportunities to make things better.
Stop using the word entrepreneurship necessarily, but talk about action-based learning to enable people to cope with all sorts of new organisational situations and all sorts of new social challenges, but not necessarily to be involved in setting up independent organisations and running them for yourself.
To summarise, being entrepreneurial is about making creativity, problem solving and ideas practical. The provocation that everyone is entrepreneurial enables you to begin to unpack examples from your own behaviour and the way that you make changes in your daily life. If there is something about individuals that make great ideas happen, their behaviours, their attitudes and their skills, then those skills can be learned.